Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today I was talking about this on some earlier videos, but I did rainbow my Bulma, kind of unexpectedly, but very happy because, dude, she's probably like my favorite character in the game right now, my favorite team in the game. Absolutely loving this unit, and very happy to have my girl rainbowed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another showcase. I will go through her kit again really quick just to be like refreshed on it. But then we're going to hop into, we're going to do Cell Red Zone. Because this is, like, this team, this unit, like, you kind of have to be in Red Zone to really see them at their full potential because they're so powerful, right? So let's go ahead and hop in. Let's just review the kit again really quick. So her 12 key is greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn. Does Colossal and lowers attack. And then the 18 key greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Mega Colossal and a high chance to perform a crit. So the idea with this unit is that you're getting the, like, that's a 50% attack and defense raise on 12 and 18 key. And then if you hit the 18 key, you're getting crit chance, which is really, really good, right? Then her passive, she'll have the entrance animation. She gets 3 key and guards for those 7 turns. And then key 4 in attack and defense 177. Randomly changes key to STR to rainbow. Or sorry, randomly changes key other than STR to rainbow, right? And then damage received -7% at the start of each turn up to 77%. So what I really love about her kit is that she's got extra key and guard for the first 7 turns, but then by the time her guard wears off, she's getting enough damage reduction that with the defense, you don't necessarily need guard, right? So she's just so tanky. It's amazing. And then on top of that, she's nuking, so attack and defense 17% per key sphere, and then another attack plus 77 with 3 or more key spheres, and then you get the really good ally support for 2 turns, so that's 3 key and 37% as long as you get 5 key spheres, which with Bulma, I don't think I ever get less than 5. I think 5 is usually guaranteed because the thing is on the team we're running other orb changers. So 5 is pretty much like a guarantee you're always going to get that. And then she launches a guaranteed additional super of 7 or more. Now the 7 is kind of tricky sometimes because there's almost too much rainbow orb changing. So then it's like really hard to get enough like type orbs to actually get it up to 7. So I do find sometimes I'll miss the 7, but I usually get 5 or 6 every time she's up, right? And then her active skill, you just have to do 7 turns, and then it's going to change the entire field to STR, which once again with the nuking means she gets an insane turn. All allies key 7 and attack and defense 17%, and attacks effective against all types. So that nuke turn is absolutely wild with Bulma. You just do some crazy things on that turn. You can see here I've got her max links. I did go like an additional and crit build. I know some people like to do dodge builds on her, and I do see like if you wanted to say like no crit and go all dodge, I definitely see that justification. I just feel like right now she's tanky enough that I don't need the dodge, and I kind of like just having the extra crit chance. I know she's got crit built in, but I really like her as a damage dealer. But I do think like additional is really the way to go either way. Because you're getting that 50% defense rate, you really want to make sure you get that as much as possible. But yeah, I would say if your preference would be to do dodge instead of crit, like I wouldn't blame you for doing that one bit, right? And I did give her a defense equip as well, just to make her extra tanky. So let's go ahead and hop in. We are running, this is the same Dragon Ball team I've been showcasing, right? So this is going to be like another red zone run, so we can kind of chalk it up to one of those videos as well. But really, this is another Bulma showcase. So showing her off rainbowed, well, once again, going through one of the hardest red zone stages and trying to beat it here, right? So let's see what happens here. I feel pretty safe on this turn. I know Hachan, we want to get to turn 5 before he's super tanky, but we made it through just fine right there. The reason why I like this Cell Red Zone too, I think this is probably going to be like one of my favorite showcase stages because it's just a nice red zone fight. It's very long. He's got like 5 phases, so we definitely get like a good look at the units. And I like that you can actually stun several of the phases because we get a lot of these stun units and we almost forget they can do it because most of the hard content in the game you can't stun. So I like that we have phases where we actually can stun. Alright, so Goku taking 76k right there, not too bad. And then Tech Bulma with her, you know, pretty weak attack stack, but man, she's going to tank like everything, provided her guard or her damage reduction procs, right? All right, so here's going to be our first turn with STR Bulma. So we're going to see the difference here. Well, I already have a 69%. I think my video was at 69% when I did our initial showcase. So we'll see how she's looking rainbowed here. But getting double Bulma intro animations for sure. Definitely like it. I kind of am bummed that the Int Bulma isn't voiced. So like, why is that not voiced? Did they need to voice that? That would be so awesome. So this one here, I guess we'll leave Yamcha on rotation for sure. And let's see here. Okay, I was going to say, so sure, I talk about how I never don't get 5, and we almost got a really bad one, but we do have 5 right here. It's because we normally have her with Kid Goku, who's also orb changing. This turn just turned out that we only had her orb changing, but we still were able to get the 5. So we won't have the guaranteed additional. So with 5 orbs, which I would say is a pretty minimal turn for her, we're still at 382k starter turn defense. Remember, she's going to get 50% defense on super from a super attack effect, and she's guarding. So pretty good considering she can get much higher defense levels than that. When we get more orbs, right? So 8 mil turn 1 here. Pretty good. Now 8 mil you would say isn't the craziest for like an LR, but remember all of the other things she's doing. And then there we got the additional at 5.2. And now her defense is like through the moon because we just got a double 50% defense raise. So she's looking pretty good right there, and guarding, by the way. So she just is not taking damage. And then Yamcha here at 6.7, pretty good. The other thing to keep in mind is Yamcha was not full supporting there. So what I found in using this Bulma Rainbowed is usually turn 1, if it's like a normal rotation with full support, she's usually hitting around 9 mil, which is pretty dang good. And I'm pretty sure she could hit 10, even maybe 11 mil if you get really lucky with your orbs. For sure. So that's really good damage for her, especially like if you get 7 orbs, she's going to have a guaranteed additional and really be popping off damage. And with my amount of additional, her triple supering is going to be pretty much a normal thing that's going to be happening here. Now, normally I'd want to put Ader in slot 1, but I think I'm okay just putting, well, yeah, I probably should have put Ader in slot 1 because the cell's going to die, but I know he's going to heal right away. And then provided that first attack isn't a super, we should be okay here. If I could get a 7th orb with Goku, that would be nice. But we'll take the 6, I suppose. So hopefully he doesn't super me right out of the gate here. Alright, we're good. Because this should take him out. Yeah, 10 mil for Goku. Once again, that's the power of that 2-turn buff from Bulma. Like, Goku, like, the rest of your team just hits so much harder when you've got that 2-turn buff flowing. It's so nice. It's a very nice buff. I love having this Bulma on rotation here. Alright, so let's go ahead. Once again, no Gokus floating around. We got kind of unlucky with the Kid Gokus. That's okay. So here, alright, we got 5 orbs again. So without Kid Goku, a little bit iffy, but at least we're still getting the 5 orbs. We'll take it. And now with Tech Bulma, 355k. Now remember, Tech Bulma doesn't provide any support. So that's okay. So we might get a little bit lower of an attack stat here. And Yamcha still is not at full passive. I guess I could have went for the rainbow orbs to get higher attack from Bulma, but let's see what happens here. This is a team, though, like, for most of the game, I feel really safe, even without Whisan. Like, this turn, like, I just don't feel like we're going to take too much damage from the cell. I really don't. Because Yamcha after supering is going to feel good. Let's see what Bulma takes here. What's Bulma taking here? I mean, she's guarding. Yeah, double digits, dude. She did get attacked down, so we'll have to keep that in mind for next turn. Her attack's going to be a little bit weaker. But even Yamcha, dude, he gets so much defense on super that it's like, he's guarding as well. I just feel safe with him. This Bulma, you're pretty much counting on her 70% chance of her damage reduction to proc. And then we got a stun there. So now Cell's stunned out, so now we're completely safe on this turn. That's really nice because it canceled out all those attacks in slot 1 and the healing. So now we can just put Goku here, grab a bunch of orbs. Yeah, I mean, Hachan, I can kind of go weak on the orbs here and leave that pot of blue orbs up, I think. Yeah, let's just do this. Yep, and let's see. Kid Goku's going to tear this phase to shreds. He's got type advantage here. Goku had about a 10 mil attack stat. Yeah. I mean, if this Goku triple supered, we would have had him there. But he got all additional normals. That's okay, though. But yeah, excited for this Android 17 celebration. Not necessarily because of Android 17, but I'm excited for the Casserole free-to-play unit, who I did grind up. He honestly will probably be my next showcase. I'm actually more excited for him than the Super 17. He's crazy good. I feel like he's on the level of these Dragon Ball Saga free-to-play units. It's just he doesn't have nearly the team that these Dragon Ball units do. But provided Universe 11 gets a team like within the next year, I think that Casserole's going to be looking really nice, right? Now, this is the normal Bulma turn, right? Where I'm used to seeing like a bunch of orbs like this. So here, 8 orbs, no problem. We're going to have a guaranteed additional super, and then whatever we get from him, potential 477k defense. Getting 50% on super. Dude, this Bulma is just ridiculous. Let's see what kind of damage we get here. I think she is still attack lowered from the last turn. So this might be a little bit lower, but we are past turn 5. So Yamcha full supporting now. Yeah, 9.6. So very, very good there. Bulma hitting around a 10 mil attack stat. Really good considering everything else she's doing. There's the crit. 6 mil additional. So she has put up a 16 mil attack stat. That was all guaranteed. And then she still had hidden potential coming. Possibly a third super at another 6 mil. So yeah, Bulma's crazy with all the support. Because the thing is, and Truth even said it, she kind of reminds you of Chilai a little bit because she's doing so much. But she's actually got like insane damage, whereas Chilai's like no damage. Now Chilai definitely has like more support because she's got like the scouter and everything. But yeah, this Bulma's really crazy. Now this cell I do believe hits really hard. But once again, this is a turn where I do feel really safe just letting this rotation go. And I've said this before, it's kind of crazy, but physical Kid Goku's kind of the weak link here in terms of defense. Hachan, yeah, double digits, even though he didn't have his passive for getting hit. Still tanked it just fine, because he's got his full damage reduction. We're past turn 5. So yeah, Hachan just kind of going crazy doing this thing here. Goku, yeah, and this Goku's been sitting around 10 mil attack stats the whole time with his additionals. And the thing I love about Kid Goku is he's a support, right? So the part of the reason I like this team so much, it gives me the vibe of like the Ginyu Force team. And what I loved about the Ginyu Force team is the team vibed really well together, but was just smothered in support units, like so many, because the Ginyu leader's a support. You have Jason Birder, you have the 2 LR EZAs that all support. That's what this team feels like. I feel like almost all of the units on this team are either orb changing or supporting. So like we are just smothering everyone in support, which is part of the reason this team looks so good. Now we do have Bulma active skill, but I'm not going to use it on this cell. We're going to wait till one of the other phases of cell. So 330 before orb. Yeah, we got 11 orbs here, looking really good with Bulma. So let's grab those 11 orbs. Basically full healing there. 500k defense before super, which is pretty nutty. Goku grabbing the orbs. Goku adding more damage reduction. He's at 300k defense. And then Imp Bulma will just take an attack there. Now, if this cell wants to be cheeky, he can go ahead and super Imp Bulma and have her not dodge. But he supered in slot 1. And, dude, we still tanked for 42k. So this cell, he does hit really hard. So the tank that for 42k is pretty good. And now we got Bulma up to a 10.5 mil attack stack. So we got a little bit more orbs that time. And, yeah, 6.8 on the additional. That was guaranteed, by the way. Yeah, this Bulma, dude. Absolutely love this unit. Can't believe I got a rainbow. And then 7 mil on the next additional. That's the 50% attack rate, so you really see it. That was really good. So that was like, what, a 23 mil attack stat turn for Bulma? Pretty good considering she's a support unit. Orb changing, 2-turn support. Just insane. Defensive is all heck. Love that unit. And yeah, we're burning through the cell really quick. Actually, if we get a crit here, we could finish. This Bulma, though, type disadvantage might not. Or wait, he was AGL, so maybe we'll finish. Oh yeah, and got the stun off anyways. Alright, so now I think this is the second to last phase. Yeah, this is the second to last phase. This cell hits like a truck, but I think we're going to tank it just fine. And actually, this cell isn't nearly as tanky. So, best case scenario, if we can one-turn this cell, then Bulma active skill the last cell, that would be ideal right here. Let's see if we can do it. I think, Dokkan attack. Dang it, we're getting it with Hachan. I definitely could reset here and Dokkan attack with Goku, but that's fine. We'll do this as is. I think we've got enough damage here. Because if Yamcha, like, additional and gets, like, crits, like, because Yamcha's type advantage, I think Yamcha's going to be looking pretty good. Hachan definitely the right choice there in slot 1, taking no damage. Alright, let's see how easy. I'm pretty sure this cell is like a glass cannon. He might be the hardest hitting phase of this fight, but he has a lot less health, as you can see there at the top. Let's see how quick we can take this cell down. I would love to one-turn him right here. Would love to do it. Let's see what Hotshot can do. I mean, it's still like a 5 mil attack stat. Alright, that's 1 bar gone. We need Goku to crack off some additionals. We need Yamcha to do it as well. Let's see if we can get lucky. I want a one-turn because I want to do the Bulma active skill next turn. Now, if we don't get past it, come on, Goku, another super. He tripled. We need Yamcha to double super. If Yamcha double supers, I think we got it. 7.2 from my boy Yamcha. Come on. Oh, he just did it in 1. Yeah, my boy Yamcha. Big damage. All right, well, here comes the Bulma active skill. Final phase of Cell. Say goodbye. Once again, like, where does this team take damage? Now, Goku here is definitely a liability, but look at that. Middle slot, no attacks. Like, this is going to be an easy peasy no item run. Let's knock off the Bulma active skill. Let's do it. My goodness. This team incinerating the Cell fight, like, no problem. I'm pretty sure this Cell can go ahead and try to super slot 1. Bulma's not taking anything. Pretty dang sure that's what's going to happen here. Remember, if we had taken damage, this Bulma's an automatic full heal. With all the STR orbs, there's no way she doesn't full heal you with the amount of defense she has. And then, yeah, all right, let's grab this full orbs. And this is a great way to end the fight. Now, I don't know that we're going to kill this Cell in one turn. He's got a ton of health. But in terms of Bulma, if this is her last turn, it's going to be pretty good. So, 400k defense. I'm almost wondering if her defense was lowered. I mean, we aren't getting support in slot 3. That could be part of it, too. I feel like her defense should be higher than that, but that's okay. She might be defense lowered right now. Because I feel like that's low. If we're getting a full field of orbs, I think she'd be well over 500k. Oh, of course, Cell coming at us right away. I don't know. Her defense wasn't the craziest. Maybe we will take some damage here. What do we got? Oh, double digits. No problem. Remember, she's got damage reduction, right? That's the thing you have to remember. Her damage reduction coming through there. And then 10, yeah, dude. 10 mil on the additional. Absolutely wild amount of damage. And if she's going to crit the whole way, I mean, Bulma just took Cell about halfway dead herself. So that was pretty dang good. And I actually missed her first attack stat. I want to say it was like 16 mil or something, though. Pretty good. And actually, her defense might have been lowered. I would have to double check. She might have defense on the intro passive that she lost. That might be what happened there. But with the damage reduction, we were definitely good enough there for sure. Because we're on turn 10, right? So her damage reduction's looking pretty good there. Dude, are we actually going to one-turn the Cell? How much damage we got here, Goku? Dang, dude. Oh, this Bulma won't finish. But, dude, we put in a lot of damage against Cell in that turn, dude. The Bulma active skill turn, because remember, we got a 17% extra buff that came to the rotation. Now, Goku definitely could be in danger here, but I'm pretty sure between Hachan and Goku, we take Cell out, and Cell's only attacking once. Now, be it my luck for us not to kill Cell, Goku gets supered and we get one shot out of here. We're going to upload this video either way, but of course he attacks Hachan, which is the wrong spot to attack. That's right. This is the Cell that I think he's almost programmed to attack in slot 1. I get it. I get supered slot 1 with the Cell more than any other boss. And this is why the Dragon Ball team is so good. It's got several slot 1 options like Hachan and Bulma that just sit there and tank. And dude, we are out of here. What a great showcase. What a good look for my girl Bulma. What a good look for the Dragon Ball Saga team. This team is just like the king right now. Absolutely love this team. Bulma might be the best unit in the game flat out. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all on the next one.